Welcome back. In the last module, we spoke about how digital habits silently affects your attention. And once people start becoming more aware of distractions, they usually feel motivated for few days. They start focusing better, reducing scrolling, trying new routines, but then something happens. Life gets busy again. Energy drops, old habits return. And many people start thinking, why can't I stay consistent? So, in this module, we are going to understand something important. Consistency is not built through pressure, it's built through sustainable systems. Because real growth should support your life and not exhaust you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is this: they try to change everything at once. New routine, new habits, big goals, perfect schedule. And for a few days, it feels so exciting, but eventually the mind gets overwhelmed. And when the system becomes too difficult, people stop completely. And then slowly guilt starts, and many people begin believing maybe I'm not just disciplined enough. But often, the real problem is not lack of discipline. The real problem is unsustainable expectations. Now, think about this: a candle that burns too intensely, too quickly, also burns out faster. That's exactly what happens with extreme motivation. Most people underestimate small actions because they don't see immediate results. But real transformation usually happens quietly. One small action repeated daily changes habits, changes identity, changes confidence. Just imagine filling a bucket with one drop of water at a time. One drop feels small, but repeated consistently, it eventually fills the entire bucket. Growth works the same way. And that is why consistency is more powerful than intensity. Even studies on habit formation shows that small repeatable actions are easier for brain to sustain long term. And honestly, this should feel relieving because you don't need to become a completely different person overnight. You just need to keep showing up in small, consistent ways. Now, let's make this practical. Instead of creating unrealistic routines, create minimum actions. Actions so simple that your mind resists them very less. For example, instead of I will meditate for 1 hour daily, start with I will sit silently for 5 minutes. Instead of I will completely stop using social media, start with I will avoid scrolling during meals. Instead of I will become highly productive, just start with I will complete one important task fully. Small wins builds momentum, and that momentum builds confidence. Because every time you complete something, your brain starts believing I can trust myself again. Now think about brushing your teeth. You don't depend on motivation to do it daily. Why? Because repetition turned it into a daily habit. That's how consistency is built. Not through emotional highs every day, but through repeated actions that slowly becomes natural. And honestly, this is where many people struggle. They keep waiting to feel motivated, but action often creates motivation and not the other way around. A lot of people think consistency means doing everything perfectly, never missing a day, always feeling productive. But real consistency is simpler than that. It means returning again, even after distractions, even after low energy days, even after setbacks. The goal is not perfection, the goal is not quitting on yourself. Here is a quick action challenge. Today, choose one minimum action, something small, simple, realistic. Example: 5 minutes of silence, 10 minutes of focused work, no phone during meal, writing down mental clutter, completing one important task fully, and most importantly, repeat it tomorrow also. So remember this: you don't need extreme routines to change your life. Small intentional actions repeated consistently can completely change the direction of your future. And slowly, with every small promise you keep up with yourself, confidence also starts returning, because self trust grows through actions. And that's exactly what we will explore in the final module: how to rebuild stronger relationship with yourself and become more intentional and focused person from within. I'll see you inside the next module.